Back to the show, we're talking about traveling, you know, how to pack, not to overpack, what to bring, what not to bring. We do have some experts here. We've got a frequent traveler and a travel blogger. So we'd like to say a very good morning to Rebecca Saw, who is a travel blogger.
Hi,
and of course, the beautiful, darling Maple Lou. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
First and foremost, Maple, how do you keep yourself looking so good all the time? And you, I know, like, actually, you pole dancer, you
Yeah,
dancer.
you know, I mean, I do this every day, you know, I mean,
you work, do you
career.
work out every day?
Yeah, I have to, because when I teach, I work out also, you know, at the same time.
I love your dress.
Oh, thank you.
Can you just stand up and show us what it says?
What's your problem?
Yeah, people out there.
The dress with an attitude.
Dress with
Very
an attitude.
much.
That's how we should dress every day.
And the shoes too, right?
Yeah, with the spikes.
Right.
Okay.
Great traveling gear.
Oh, so is this what you travel with?
Yeah, sometimes, because I love to travel with dresses and clothes and like t-shirts that don't really crease.
Sure.
Exactly.
So and they are light, and you can just squeeze them into the luggage.
Okay. Now you're a restaurateur. You've got, you know, you own a couple of restaurants, Resort, Japamala and Tioman. You pole dance and all that. Where do you have time to travel?
Well, you know, because we are part of the industry, the travel industry, and F&B as well. So we really, you know, it's really important for us to travel.
Okay.
You know, we are always on the hunt for a chef, or we recruit staff.
Wow.
And we, you know, take part in, you know, travel fairs, or we go away to another country for a congress to network with people.
So it's about work. I mean, traveling is about work for you, but you know, I'm sure you squeeze a little bit of time here and there.
You know, it's never really just pure pleasure.
Of course.
There will always be work involved.
Okay. So. Now, as a travel blogger, is traveling, I mean, I think that's a dream job, because, you know, you get to write about what I'm sure you love traveling.
Yes, of course I do.
What does it entail to be a travel blogger?
Well, basically, I didn't start my blog with travel. I just started with food and all that. But along the way, there were some media trips, and at the same time, I blog about my travel. So that's how it evolves over time.
Okay.
Yeah, and like she said, it's never actually just holiday. It's actually a bit of work at the same time, because you're expected to document, interview people, take pictures, take videos, and all that. Yeah.
Synergize, you know.
Yeah.
Synergize. Synergize is the word. Now, we're talking about packing. How do you girls pack? Maple, how do you pack? Are you the type that brings like 10,000 pieces of luggage with you?
Well, before, yes, but in recent years, I've learned.
Okay, so give us some tips. Tell us, you know.
Okay, well, I think a very valuable tip from me would be, because we always go to Europe during winter, which I hate. I hate the cold. I'm sure a lot of women hate the cold as well.
Same here, actually.
So, and then you don't want to cramp your style, right? Because you're going to be bulking up, wearing winter clothes and jackets. So I invest in very high-tech thermal underwear. And they are really very thin. All right, so that you can, you know, have a few layers, and then
your coat on
keeps you very warm, and then you have your shawl, and then you have your gloves. But you can have a few layers and not look bulky. So it's really worth investing, you know. I mean, you can find stuff like that in Italy.
Yeah, I mean, even here, I mean, you know, you can always go to like Uniqlo and stuff. They've got a lot of heat tech stuff that you can wear for.
Yeah, but very thin ones. So it's really worth the time to go look for things like this when you're overseas.
Okay.
The Italians are really good at that.
Wow, of course, you're married to Italian.
No wonder.
Rebecca, what about you? What are the some of the travel tips you have? Packing tips, sorry.
It depends on where I'm going, of course. Because some of the press trips take us to Nepal, mountains, and then some is city, right, whereby you club hopping and all that. So it depends on what
club hopping.
Yeah, because in Australia, in Melbourne, it's not like a big club culture, and they actually take you club hopping at night, one club to another. So yeah, but I always start with the basic comfortable shoes. Comfortable shoes, and I always go with my sports shoes because I work out wherever I go. Oh, yes,
great!
So a pair of sports shoes. Yes.
I got Buddy with me.
Do you girls do that? Do you always bring your workout gear?
Yeah, I always
do
that. I always bring, like, you know, like Nike has this really light sneakers.
Correct.
The runners are
free,
so
is
light.
it? You
exactly.
use Nike free.
Yeah, so light, and you can fold them in half.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
So I always travel with that. And always, like, with my bikini all the time. There must always be a set of bikini.
Even the winter?
No, not the winter. But if I'm going to a warm country, definitely will not leave home without my bikini.
And that's why you got such a nice tan on you. Anyway, we asked some of the public out there, you know, about their packing tips. Let's see what they have to say before we come back and chat with them.
All right.
So, yeah, some of the packing tips we have for you. Packing tips, ladies. I mean, it's normally, do you find it a chore packing? I do.
You know, I always do last minute packing. No choice, because I'm so screamed for time most of the time.
True.
So it's always last minute. And you know, like I usually go for the shoes first. I'm like you. I pick my shoes first, right? And then I go with the clothes. But I think it's important to color coordinate.
Okay.
I think red is a really good color.
Why?
Because red is timeless.
Okay.
Red goes with any color. It can go with animal print. It can go with black, white, whatever color it goes. So I'm very lucky to have found like a pair of thigh-high suede boots.
Oh.
Are they in red?
They are in red.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's like my
But
most
isn't
precious.
black and the brown the safest? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's safe, but you know, like if you want to be a little bit more like
Adventurous.
fashionable, you know, and you have this, you know, like red shoes and red shawl.
Just to spruce up the outfit, actually.
Yeah, and it's really timeless. It's a color that is, you know, like, you know, that you can wear whenever.
Yeah, because I'm sure, I mean, a lot of ladies out there probably the same thoughts going through their heads. You know, let's say we've got 5 pairs of boots at home, right? So shall I bring the high heel one or the flat one or this or that? You know, I mean, that's always the issue there, you know,
correct.
the headache there, right?
And you know, it's also good to be practical. Like if you have shoes that are flats, that's great for Europe. I mean, the entire Europe is you know,
it's a
walking
walkable
city. So you don't want to be walking with your heels, you know, on cobblestone walkways, you know.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, gotta be, you know, smart sometimes. And when you are able to color coordinate, then you won't be bulking.
So
the
do you
luggage.
do that? Do you open up your wardrobe, look what you have in there, and then coordinate it and plan like day 1 I'm going to wear this, day 2 I'm going to wear that? Do you do that?
Yeah, I do that.
Really?
Yeah, but you know, like the layers inside. I mean, if you're going to a country during winter, the layers inside, like you can basically work with the blacks and you know the whites. Those are the basics.
Yeah.
And then on the outside, you just have maybe 2 jackets.
Okay, that you just
know?
interchange.
Yeah, and
each
that can go
day.
with the shoes.
Sure,
you know, so
sure.
versatility, you know.
What about you, Rebecca? What packing tips? Any packing tips?
Normally one piece, because I don't really like to think too much. You know, just first piece for the day, second piece for the next day, kind of thing. So normally in white, sometimes black, and like you said, a bit of red. Okay, and normally those which are very thin can just fold and of course wrinkle free.
Yeah.
That's like a must. You know, go like looking for an iron. You know, in your room. No time for that.
Exactly,
Really,
right?
seriously, yeah.
Okay, what about makeup and toiletries? Do y'all mini size pour
Yeah,
your
definitely.
shampoos and all that?
Yeah.
Just buy
because-
travel kits. Come on.
Yeah, you know, go to Muji. I mean, they have
Exactly,
brilliant little containers.
Correct.
Those are brilliant, I think. So I put my shampoo and stuff in all those little things and just pack in.
What about on the plane? I mean, your cabin luggage. What do you have in there?
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God, I tell you,
important,
it's so
right?
important to have like a cardigan in there because I've experienced in Casablanca last year. I was so angry because I arrived, my luggage didn't.
Oh,
and it was rainy and cold.
Where was it?
Yes.
Casablanca.
I know, but where was your luggage?
It was lost in
Didn't
the
come.
airport,
Oh,
and you know
dear.
they ransacked my luggage like the second day when I found it.
Oh,
so I had to
dear.
go on one day without undies.
any. Oh. Oh, okay, we don't want to know
Going
that.
commando sometimes is not a bad thing.
Yeah, so those are the essentials I think to have in your
Just
carry-on.
in case lah,
Yes,
anything
you never
kan.
know, you know,
Yeah.
and yeah, to carry on and bring your accessories as well because they get stolen. If your luggage gets
so hand
opened,
carry your
accessories like your rings, your Swarovskis and everything, hand carry them.
Anything valuable can carry, seriously. Yeah, my
But
laptop,
then,
my
you know,
camera.
we always try and minimize our hand carry so we don't have to lug around too much. So now people are thinking, you know, but it's true. I mean, it's better being safe than sorry, right? Instead of, you know, having your
and
luggage
I like to
lost.
carry like a big tote bag as well because then I can stuff things in, like in case of excess luggage. You know, when you go shopping
Yes,
too much,
yes,
then
exactly.
you can stuff things in your little, you know, your big tote, and then a little pulley.
Right, right. Do you leave space? So do you pack lightly here and then
Yes.
shop there?
Yes, because I'm a shopaholic.
Same
Aiyo.
here.
So,
Definitely,
you know, like I
definitely.
try to not pack so much, try to be practical, and then go there and just
Go
shop.
crazy.
Yeah.
And you have an excuse to shop because
And
you
what
don't
do
have
you
it.
do when there's excess luggage or baggage? Do you pay? Do you plead? Do you...
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, we do what we need to do
Yeah.
to just get that whatever we bought back home.
And that is why that hand luggage is important, because then you can really pack
But
it.
that one only can accommodate 5 to 7 kg.
Yeah,
and
but
how
at least
much can you carry?
something.
That's true.
And
That's
then here
true.
also.
Yes,
Do you
in your
do you
tote.
tend to buy extra luggage? Because I always come back and now I've got like a house full of suitcases.
I know,
do you do
right?
that?
Yeah, it's like, okay, you know what? It can't fit. I need another luggage. Okay, emergency, buy another luggage. Yeah. But another thing that I do is, those bags that you can fold and become very small.
Yeah.
When you open up, it's really big.
Yeah.
I always
Yes.
carry one of that with me.
Like actually the what do you call that? The foldable ones. I can't think of the brand right
They're
now.
actually very
but
light, but it folds up very big and very thin. So just stuff and then carry. Yes, that's what I always bring.
Interesting.
I have a little one
Interesting.
in my tote bag as well, just in
Correct.
case.
Okay.
Open up and then the tote bag goes inside it as well, right? Because it's larger than the tote bag. Goes inside.
Now I know when we travel, the hair is always a big part of stuff.
I know.
What do you do? What are your tips when it comes to hair?
Well, when you see me wearing a cap in any of my pictures, you know it's bad hair day. So the cap is always really good. And I love to bring like the donut. Now it's available for sale anywhere.
Yes.
So it's really good. It's so light.
Okay.
You can just bun your hair up in a messy bun and still look good.
It still look
messy
good.
look.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can have
Go for the
different
messy look after
hairstyles
that.
on different days if you want.
Because we're
Instagram.
quite spoiled here. I mean, the hair salons here and all that are cheap and, just for a wash and blow.
Yeah.
But in Europe,
I know.
a wash and blow is like 50, 60 euros. And it's like, oh, I
Yeah.
can't do that every day,
Yeah,
can
I
I?
know.
So, yeah, I mean, all those kind of things. Don't you think it's so much easier for the men when they travel?
right.
The perils of
Exactly.
being a woman,
For us,
I
you
care
know,
about
all the time, right?
so much.
It's the shoes, it's the clothes, it's the
Yeah.
undies, and
Undergarments,
right undergarments for the right outfit.
Outfit, yes.
Do you always bring heels with you?
Not always, because then, like usually I would resolve to maybe a pair of shoes that I can also wear as heels, maybe wedges or wet
my
boots.
favorite is the wedges.
Yeah,
because you
night
give it
or
the height
day.
and then you don't have to stand
Yeah,
up. It won't
and
hurt your feet and stand the whole time.
Okay.
For hours at end.
So in terms of wardrobe must-have when you travel, like I was just reading and Kate Moss said she must have her little black dress with her wherever
I
she
agree.
goes. Would you have something, a nice party outfit or something like that?
I always bring my little black dress and accessories, because then you can look different.
In case,
Yeah.
right?
Just
in
Just
case.
in
Correct.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we're gonna go for a short break. We'll have you back after the break, but don't go anywhere. We have lots more on Bella Society. Anyway, we're talking about traveling here on Bella Society, and we have back on set with us Noor Haizam from Eraman Malaysia, Maple Lu, and Rebecca Saw.
Hi.
Now, we asked the two ladies earlier about their travel tips and packing and all that. What about you, ma'am? What do you have to say?
Okay. If let's say you are traveling, there's a do's and don'ts as well. If let's say you are going for a conference or business,
Sure.
I think try to pack something basic. Yeah. If let's say you are going for leisure, so as I said earlier, maybe more tops and less bottoms, and then of course you have to know the season. So if let's say the country that you're going is cold country, try to have at least one outer, and you can have more for the inner wear. So,
Like what, Maple? So
yeah.
have a bit more thermal stuff underneath,
Yeah.
and then do you wash your clothes when you're away?
Just the undies.
Okay.
Because I don't like disposable undies. I think they're gross.
Yeah. Me too.
know,
Disposable
so-
undies, no. But yeah, do you wash? Because I do. I mean, I would send it to the hotel laundry or something, so you can recycle it, right?
I do as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And besides that, I mean, when we're talking about Eraman and your line flying nomad and all that, I mean, what are some of the things that people must have in their bags from Flying Nomad when they're traveling?
We also carry foldable bags as well, as what,
like what
our
Rebecca was
friend,
saying.
was saying just now. We have to have one.
I can imagine all the ladies with lots of foldable
Yeah.
bags in case.
Just in case. It's just like a weekend bag. Yeah?
Right,
so you
right.
can just put in just in case you have extra things to carry back.
Okay. You know, us ladies, right, when we travel, we tend to go crazy with the shopping because it's a novelty. Everything is new and, doing different kind of shops and
And
different
then you
kind
get
of
taxed back.
merchandise. And you get taxed back. That is our excuse. It's so much cheaper. because
Exactly.
But do you end up buying a lot of things that you don't end up using just because it's cheaper, because it's newer, Do
It
you
happened to me.
Do you?
Hannah.
Yeah.
It happens. It does
So
happen.
how do we curb that from happening?
Self-control.
Any tips on that?
Over the years, I realized what I normally don't wear and what I would wear, so I stopped myself from buying.
Yeah.
You can more or less know yourself after a while.
Because after a while, you go back home and you're like, what rubbish is this I bought, right? At some point,
The impulse, right?
yes,
correct.
Because, okay, you've got 5 minutes more, should I buy, should I not? But just buy lah, tak apa lah, just buy.
yeah,
je lah,
I'm
kan?
not coming back so soon anyway.
Do you do that as
Yeah,
well?
sometimes yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
But
make
we learn from
mistakes.
mistakes. But we learn from
Correct, over the
mistakes.
years.
So ladies out there who have been caught by the travel bug, I hope you've taken heed of what these ladies had to say. Anything else you'd like to say regarding traveling and tips regarding traveling, packing, anything else?
Maybe a research before you go.
Research. Research is
research
good.
before you
Especially
go.
the weather and the place.
Things like that,
you know.
yeah. And where is the cheapest place to shop? Where is the nicest things to do or to buy?
Restaurants
there,
to
correct?
visit.
Yeah, of course.
Do you? I mean, Maple, you being a restaurateur, do you have a plan out like I must go to these restaurants or what's the latest in town and all that?
Sometimes I do because food is such a big part, when it comes to traveling. And like I don't really choose what I eat when I'm traveling.
Okay.
So I really indulge when I'm away and really go try out because cuisine and culture,
it goes hand in hand,
exactly,
of course.
yeah. So you do want to, sample everything that the
try
country
something
has to
different,
offer. Maybe a specific chef, Michelin-starred restaurant.
So you would plan your whole itinerary out?
Not really. Like usually I'll just go by ear, and then if we don't get a reservation because of bad planning, then
Sure.
we always settle for other restaurants anyway.
I see, I see. And what about you, Puan Haizam?
Of course, for me, as a Muslim, it's a bit difficult when
Yes,
I
you
travel.
have to
but
find
of course, I
halal
have to find
restaurants.
halal restaurants as well.
Of course.
So the most important for me to think, to pack my bag is also looking at the weather forecast. Whether it's raining, what kind of product should I bring?
Do you pack all your stuff and then after that realize like, oh my gosh, it's already full, and then start pulling out and
It happens sometimes. Yes, it happens.
I do that all the time. And then in the end, you're still like, but I may need this for this day. Because you see, we don't have the entitlement of our wardrobe with us. So,
True.
it was like what someone was saying on one of the public was saying just now, what if I have a day where I just don't feel great and, I just having a bad bloated
See,
day.
that's a good excuse.
Yeah.
Go buy one. It's cheap.
Really? Bye. Okay lah. And where toiletries are concerned, does Flying Nomad, do you all have special containers or bags where it comes
Yeah,
to?
we're planning to have more the travel essentials. At this moment, we have only a small pouch and something to do with traveling as well. But we will have more.
Okay.
We have now the passport holder, which is the one that you can slot in cards.
Easier.
And,
all your
But
foreign
we'll
currencies
bring
and all
we'll
that.
bring more.
Okay, cool. And in terms of bags, when you travel, when you are out shopping and stuff like that, do you tend to carry the totes or the sling bags? Which is easier for you
me,
girls?
definitely the tote. Because it's big. I can put my camera inside, a water bottle to keep hydrated. Yeah, and all the shawl or cap or whatever, it just goes in there. Just hold it here. Yeah.
Maple, what about you?
Yeah, I'm the same. I like my big totes, you know, but I compartmentalize with pouches in there for different things.
It's
so that's
easy
not
to look
organized
for
chaos,
stuff.
you know.
Organized chaos.
Organized
I like that word. I like that word. And what about you, Puan Haizam?
Yeah, the same. So we will have, I will carry all this with me if I'm traveling.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
yeah.
Okay, well, ladies, unfortunately, we're running out of time, but any last words from you regarding traveling? Any places we have to go visit, Maple, since you're such a travelista?
I think Myanmar is definitely worth going.
Okay.
Whoa,
It is still very untouched at the moment. So, but there are so many beautiful places. People are beautiful.
Burma, huh?
Yeah.
Myanmar.
Myanmar, and I think Italy.
And sorry?
Italy for sure. For the food, the
the
entire
mainland,
Italy. You know, I mean, it's such an ancient country. You know, yet so modern. You know, and you can never go wrong. People are great.
Okay, and Rebecca, you being a travel blogger, which is the best place you've ever been to and you would recommend for people to go to?
Oh, I love Nepal. I went to Nepal earlier this year and I really love it. And then for just a bit of travel tip here is, if you ever go to a country, just go grocery shopping. The supermarkets are great.
Yeah. I love doing that.
I love
such a
that.
junkie.
Yeah.
I even sometimes want to bring back detergent.
I love supermarkets.
Yes,
me too,
supermarkets,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, fantastic. And what about you, Puan Haizam?
I like traveling to UK, London. I like the people there, actually. I feel like home when I see many people from our country as well in London. Yeah.
Fantastic. But there's no place like home, right? When we travel, it's always good to know we're sitting on a plane coming home to our nasi lemak.
Yes, nasi lemak.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much, ladies, for sharing your time and for coming out here. And where are you traveling to next?
Sicily.
Wow, you lucky girl, you. Send us pictures, okay?
I'm traveling to Paris on this 27th.
Oh, can you pack me your luggage, please? Rebecca, where are you going to?
I'm aiming for Bhutan next. Yeah, some kind of exotic. It's like not.
I'll just travel to Glen Marie every day and say hello to all of you. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, traveling is great. It always opens your minds up to a lot of things, right? And you know, it's nice to be refreshed once in a while.
You know, fresh air, right? We need fresh air. Like
Fresh air,
right now.
yes, please keep yourself safe.
The mountain air and all will be good now.
Precisely. Well, thank you very much, ladies. This.